There are the rare historical pictures that never made it to the mainstream media. Or perhaps the media was the one to get exclusive access to those photos, but was made not to show them to the world. These are the photos that shake the very belief we hold about historical events and how different people, entities, and countries were portrayed. From a young Stalin in prison to Che Guevara's last photos, moments before his death, from machine guns mounted in the U.S. Capitol to 20,000 Americans attending a Nazi rally, there is a lot you don't know and never saw. Welcome to a new episode of Uncovering Untold Stories, a channel where we talk about the secret and hidden historical stories, events, and incidents of the past that find their roots in either religious or history books. It's a place where you will hear the most unorthodox and hard-to-believe stories that have been forgotten, but are part of history, shaping our lives to this day. In this episode, we will show you the never-before-seen and rarest historical pictures that will leave you speechless. Let's get started. Number 1. Otto Frank. Revisits the attic, 1960. In 1960, Otto Frank returned to the attic in Amsterdam where his family had hidden from the Nazis during World War II. His daughter, Anne Frank, had famously documented their life in hiding in her diary. Tragically, the family was betrayed in 1944, leading to their capture and separation. Anne perished in the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp the following year, while Otto was the sole survivor. The photograph from 1960 captures Otto's poignant revisit to the attic, a powerful symbol of both personal loss and resilience in the face of Nazi persecution. Number 2. Stalin in Beilov Prison, Baku, Azerbaijan, March 1910. In a rare colorized photograph from March 1910, we see Joseph Stalin during his imprisonment in Baku, Azerbaijan, then part of the Russian Empire. Stalin, a young revolutionary, faced numerous arrests by Tsarist authorities due to his active involvement in revolutionary activities. His time in prison and subsequent exile in Siberia played a crucial role in shaping his ideology and strengthening his determination, contributing significantly to his eventual ascent to power within the Soviet Union. Number 3. Iran. Before 1979. This photo was captured in 1973 in Iran, showing a woman joyfully cutting her birthday cake. At that time, Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi ruled Iran, characterized by modernization efforts and close ties with Western countries. The image captures a moment of ordinary celebration amidst a period of relative stability and prosperity before the tumultuous Iranian Revolution of 1979, which overthrew the Shah's regime and established the Islamic Republic. Number 4. New Yorkers. Watch the Seinfeld finale, Times Square, 1998. In 1998, New Yorkers gathered in Times Square to witness the finale of Seinfeld, highlighting the show's cultural impact in a pre-internet streaming era. Seinfeld, a beloved American sitcom known for its cultural impact and humor, was the center of attention. The large screen viewing in public highlights the show's influence and the communal experience of television before the era of widespread internet streaming, showcasing a shared cultural moment in a bustling urban setting. Number 5. Che Guevara before execution, Bolivia, October 9, 1967. In Bolivia, in October 1967, Ernesto Che Guevara, an iconic figure of the Cuban Revolution, was captured by Bolivian forces supported by the CIA. The photograph captures Guevara in captivity, alive yet aware of his imminent fate. This image would become iconic, symbolizing Guevara's unwavering dedication to revolutionary ideals and his eventual martyrdom. Number 6. Ukrainian-American celebration of Stalin's death, 1953. In 1953, the death of Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin on March 5th was met with mixed emotions globally, particularly among Ukrainian Americans who had endured years of oppression under his rule. The photo depicts a Ukrainian American celebrating Stalin's demise, marking a moment of relief and cautious optimism following decades of fear and suppression. Number 7. Dutch resistance celebrates Hitler's death, April 1945. In April 1945, members of the Dutch resistance celebrated in jubilation upon hearing of Adolf Hitler's death. Hitler's suicide as Allied forces closed in on Berlin marked the impending end of Nazi occupation in the Netherlands. The photograph captures a poignant moment of liberation and relief for the Dutch resistance after enduring years of Nazi oppression and brutality. Number 8. Cetshwayo, King of the Zulu, who defeated the British at the Battle of Isandlwana, 1878. In 1879, Cetshwayo Kampande, King of the Zulu Kingdom, found himself at the center of the Anglo-Zulu War during British colonial expansion in southern Africa. The Battle of Isandlwana became a defining moment when Cetshwayo's Zulu warriors achieved a stunning victory over British forces on January 22nd. This triumph initially stunned the British Empire but ultimately led to a retaliatory campaign that ended with Cetshwayo's capture and the absorption of Zululand into British Natal. His resistance symbolized the struggle against colonial encroachment and the resilience of the Zulu people in the face of overwhelming odds. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please like and share the video and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos about little heard and untold real historical stories. Let's continue now. Number 9. Princess Diana shakes hands with an AIDS patient without gloves, 1991. In 1991, Princess Diana made global headlines with a simple yet profound act of compassion. In an effort to challenge the stigma surrounding AIDS, Diana famously shook hands with an AIDS patient without gloves. At a time when misinformation and fear about the disease were rampant, Diana's gesture aimed to humanize those affected and promote understanding. Her actions sparked conversations worldwide, significantly shifting public perceptions of HIV and AIDS and highlighting the importance of empathy and solidarity in combating societal prejudices. Number 10. Las Vegas police facing Mike Tyson after he had just bitten. In 1997, the world of sports was rocked by an infamous incident involving Mike Tyson during a boxing match against Evander Holyfield. Frustrated during the bout, Tyson infamously bit off a portion of Holyfield's ear. The photograph capturing Las Vegas police facing Tyson afterward symbolizes the fallout from this shocking event, both legally and publicly. Tyson faced severe repercussions, including fines and suspension, further complicating his already controversial career in the spotlight of professional boxing. Number 11. The Carter administration installed 32 panels on the White House. During the energy crisis of the late 1970s, President Jimmy Carter's administration sought to lead by example in promoting renewable energy solutions. In June 1979, the White House became a symbol of this initiative with the installation of 32 solar panels on its roof. This symbolic move aimed to showcase the potential of solar energy while encouraging public adoption of renewable technologies. The panels, designed to heat water for the White House staff dining room, underscored Carter's commitment to environmental conservation and reducing dependence on fossil fuels during a period of national energy uncertainty. Number 12. A soldier stands beside his M60 machine gun, which is mounted on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. In the aftermath of Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination on April 4, 1968, widespread riots erupted across American cities, including Washington, D.C. To safeguard the U.S. Capitol from potential rioters, a soldier stood vigil beside an M60 machine gun mounted on the Capitol steps. This image captures the tense atmosphere and heightened security measures during a period of national mourning and civil unrest. It showed that the soldiers had orders to open fires using machine guns if people came closer. Number 13. Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden, February 20th, 1939. In 1939, during escalating tensions in Europe before World War II, Madison Square Garden in New York City hosted a rally organized by the German-American Bund, a pro-Nazi group in the United States. The event drew approximately 20,000 attendees, including many American citizens sympathetic to Nazi ideology. This gathering highlighted the complexities of political loyalties and the reach of Nazi influence beyond Germany, revealing the presence of fascist sympathizers within American society during a period of global turmoil and rising anti-Semitism. Number 14. George H.W. Bush and Arnold Schwarzenegger toboggan ride at Camp David, 1991. In 1991, during the presidency of George H.W. Bush, a lighthearted moment was captured at Camp David when President Bush and Arnold Schwarzenegger, then a Hollywood actor and not yet governor of California, enjoyed a toboggan ride together. Camp David, the presidential retreat, frequently hosted prominent figures and served as a venue for relaxation and informal diplomacy. This photograph symbolizes a moment of camaraderie between political leadership and popular culture, offering a glimpse into the personal lives and relationships of influential figures amidst global political shifts following the Cold War. Number 15. Brenda Spencer leaving court after pleading guilty to murder, 1979. In January 1979, Brenda Spencer, a 16-year-old student from San Diego, committed a tragic sniper attack. Using a rifle given to her by her father, Spencer targeted children at Cleveland Elementary School, resulting in the deaths of 2 and injuries to 9 others. Her motives, which included disdain for school and personal troubles, shocked the nation. The photograph captures Spencer leaving court after pleading guilty to murder, highlighting a deeply disturbing case that prompted debates on gun control and mental health awareness in schools, reshaping public perceptions of child safety and vulnerability. Number 16. Survivors of the Andes plane crash resorting to cannibalism, 1972. In October 1972, a Uruguayan Air Force plane carrying a rugby team and supporters crashed in the remote Andes Mountains. Stranded in harsh conditions at high altitudes, survivors endured extreme hardships for 72 days before rescue. Facing starvation, some survivors reluctantly resorted to cannibalism, consuming deceased passengers to survive. The photograph of the survivors after their rescue captures a moment of both relief and controversy, sparking global discussions on ethical dilemmas, human endurance, and survival instincts in extreme situations. Have you seen any of these photos before? Isn't it fascinating that these photos paint a different picture of the times and events of the past than what we know? In the comment section right below, tell us which of these photos is your favorite and whether you know of other rare historical pictures. Do you want to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos on stories that might sound controversial, mysterious, and shocking, but are real and have roots in religious and history books. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.